This is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Hot Stash Rick, a.k.a. Captain Liam Shaw of the Starship Titan, and you are listening to Capes and Lunatics.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Salty and Petty Podcast. She's a little bit salty.
And he's a whole lot of petty, and together we are the Salty and Petty Podcast.
The recipe you've been waiting for. Alright, so yes, today we're going to be, unfortunately, we're going to be talking about the life of Mr. Richard Belzer, who passed away not too long ago. All our heroes are dying, Lilith Hellfire.
It's because you're getting old!
I know.
He was already a million when I was a baby, so, you know. Surprising he held out this long and had such a long...
Well, I was like, I think he just looked older, like, for a long time, because I think he was, what was he, like, he was only, like, I think he was in his late 70s when he passed away.
No offense, Phil, for white people, that's a real long time. Especially, like, of the age where they smoked indoors and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Baby oil to suntan.
Oh, yeah.
Even sunscreen, things like that, so...
Yeah,
he looked great for his age, don't get me wrong, but, like, they lived through a lot during those times.
Mm-hmm.
They were lucky to make it to the 90s. Let's just all be honest. Everybody was kind of, like, born back then. I'll say, like, you know.
Yeah, for those of you who weren't alive back then, the 80s, everything smelled like smoke.
Yeah, like, he was born in, like, the 40s. You know, just that alone.
In
the 60s were turbulent. And, you know, he was Jewish, so definitely a lot of turbulent, his formative.
Oh, yeah. Oh, remind me at the end, I have an anti-rant, so.
Okay.
Well, no, I want to mention something good that happened in the world.
Oh, okay, perfect. Love it. Need that.
Yes, exactly. So
yeah, let's just kind of jump in, and I'm going to talk about the first place I ever probably, like, so, like, like, that I, like, know that I saw him was probably that Flash show.
Yeah, John Wesley Shipp. Yeah, the 1990 Flash. Yeah, he played the reporter.
I saw him, but it's his voice or whatever.
Yeah, but
I was like, that voice sounds familiar. And then comes, I never watched Homicide: Life on the Streets, but I, of course, was a very, very avid SVU fan right up until around, I want to say, was it season like 15 or 16 when Kragen, they pinned that murder of the hooker on Kragen or whatever. Like that episode, absolutely, I was like, I can't be a diehard fan. Thursdays at 10 o'clock are no longer for me.
That was a multi-part episode.
Yes.
So I was just like, oh, really? We're still doing this? Yeah, I know.
But I did always come back for the occasional, because I think he left in season 13. It was like the season 13 finale or something. It was like or 14. I mean, it's almost as old as me. I mean, I feel like, I'm pretty sure, like, Law and Order has literally been on since I've been alive. Like, the whole franchise is a little bit older than me, probably.
Pretty close, because I wasn't watching it then, but I think the original started in, like, the early 90s, so almost your whole life, yeah.
Yeah, I literally remember watching the premiere of SVU with Michelle Hurd and all them. I remember when Ice-T came in. Like, I'm an OG fan. I remember when they were pulling actors from freaking Oz. You know, Brian Cassidy type beat. So, yeah, I'm an OG fan from way back. I had no business being that young watching SVU, but, like, literally there was nothing else on TV back then. They were all procedurals. Whether you either had your ER, your medical procedures, or you had your cop procedurals.
I remember when Hayden Panettiere came in as a little girl and came back years later as a teenager.
Exactly.
But no, I mean, even like, he was like a stand-up comedian. I
have never seen any of his routines on the internet. Not that I searched that hard, but I assume you have to search pretty hard, because his stuff was like from the 70s, like the early 70s.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff I heard.
And if you ain't Carlin from the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, Andrew Dice Clay or Gallagher, we really... There wasn't a lot of visibility.
Yeah, and again, like I heard a lot of stuff through like on the Howard Stern show, where I guess he appeared regularly. Like he would sit in on the news and comment on the news with them and stuff. That's kind of how he got the audition for Homicide, because I guess the producer heard him on there, and I guess they were.
The audition, they said he was lost.
The thing was they wanted like
he does have a voice.
They wanted a smart ass cop, and it's like all these guys who were auditioning for the part, I guess, must have been playing it completely straight and serious. They're like, no, that's not what we want. So they one of the producers heard this guy on the Howard Stern show, this smart ass Jewish guy, and they're like a comedian. They're like, let's give him a try,
Well, I heard he made them bake in the whole he's a conspiracy theorist guy, because he was in real life, so they made that a part of his character request. So,
and he had
being Jewish, you gotta believe in conspiracy theories. That's all I'm saying, because like anti-Semitism and the lengths people will go to pretend like they're not anti-Semitic, like wild. Totally understand.
And remember, one of our favorite shows. Remember, kids, Cal Runs Hollywood.
Let him cook. I was like, I am so. We didn't get a new episode this week, or I didn't see it.
No, we did. We did. Yeah, no.
It's out, because I thought I looked this morning.
I mean, unless do you stream it? I don't know if but it was on Comedy Central. I do know that.
No. I only look for it on HBO.
Yeah, I know. Someone at work was telling me sometimes HBO Max, they're not like right on it, putting them up. Yeah. But no.
Okay, so I look forward to watching the new episode of South Park. We're gonna see what Kyle gets into. Well,
Stan's family has to get a new toilet, so Randy, of course, gets the $10,000 Japanese toilet.
That talks to him. Does he fall in love with it? That's all.
No. He basically like showing it off to the whole town, basically acting like he's all rich because he has one of those Japanese toilets that cleans you. And
it's a Randy episode. Well, more on that next time. I'll update you on what I've caught up on. But yeah, no, I loved his character in SVU. It really brought something. It's just like as the older characters kind of like cycled out, it totally changed.
Oh yeah.
Not for better or for worse. It was just different, and it's led to Mariska Hargitay being the powerhouse that she is. So like, obviously I love it, but like it just lost something.
Yeah.
Like, he left. Like, well, they had a revolving door for the first couple of seasons, and then like it solidified, and then it started changing again. First Stabler leaves, he leaves. Like Hagen's gone, and you're just like, oh my god.
And I think I just saw. Did Ice-T get like? He's like the longest continual male actor on TV or something, or I forget if it's on per show or TV or something. But Ice-T got some. Yeah.
And let's be clear, not just a black actor, an actor overall. He was very specific about it. I saw the interview, so I was just like, okay, bud.
Yeah, but
why don't you go yell at your wife and your kid? Like, okay, bud.
Yeah, but no, you mentioned Homicide. It's like I wanted to stream at least one or two.
Good luck.
It's not streaming anywhere. No.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm like, why? I mean, I don't have it, but
it's so old that I think all their fans are dead.
I know, but I'm surprised. Like Peacock, like they're not like promoting that as like
Bro,
like
Peacock is the weirdest streaming service. Like, let me say first off, oddly, their originals, Chef's Kiss. I don't know who sold their souls to the devil to get those really good originals like Poker Face and a couple of other ones. But like, it's so random of the stuff that they have that used to be in syndication from when we were kids, and the stuff that you would think that they would have that they don't. It is shocking.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have that 70s show? Why? But no Homicide Life on the Street, no LA Law. Like, be so serious right now.
I know, but because I'm like, if nothing else, wouldn't you promote that as like, it's an SVU prequel because John Munch is in it.
What? USA has never done a Homicide Life.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Marathon.
Is there like a thing? Is there like a problem with like the rights or something? Or
I mean, it was one of Dick Wolf's. Well, no, it's not Dick Wolf. Who is that guy?
No, I forget. Oh, they were just talking about who the producer was. I forget. But yeah, it wasn't Wolf. It was somebody else. Oh, but did you watch the last SVU episode? They did at the end. They did dedicate it to Richard Belzer.
Yeah, it was crazy because they had just mentioned him in the episode before. I actually happened to be watching.
Oh yeah.
And then the next day, I'm like, oh, you jinxed him.
I know, because Ice-T was like, oh yeah, he's at that bar down in Maryland. That's what I was after that. I'm like thinking, I was like, yeah, are they gonna like kill off the character? Or are they just gonna say, oh yeah, he's living happily ever after back in Maryland or whatever?
With that bar, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But no, yeah. So you did watch the latest episode of SVU last week? I love the line about, she has an ass like Jane Mansfield.
Yeah. It's like, Marushka's like, that's my mama, be careful.
I was gonna say, I hope she does. It's her mother.
She actually does it's kind of crazy how much she kind of looks like her mom. And her mom, actually, I don't know if a lot of people know, she was like literally a certified genius, played the violin.
Oh, really?
Nobody ever talks about stuff like that because she was a hottie. Sexism, misogyny, all that good stuff. And, like I said, Marushka's my favorite Nepo baby. She is.
Hey, man, I mean,
and she doesn't coast on it. She's actually, she has some laurels to rest on that are all her own.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. But did you know Richard Belzer had his own talk show, I guess, for a while?
I did hear that. One of my friends actually mentioned that.
Because
their dad had it on like VHS or something, and I was just like, oh. My dad was like my dad. Old VHSs, you never know what you're gonna find.
Oh.
It's like Russian roulette with some of those videos. I'll be real and leave it alone at that. Like, oh, trauma. Thanks, guys. Trauma from the grave. Appreciate it.
Oh my.
Yeah. I had to stop going through like all my like old like keepsakes. I was like, nope, that's it. I'm done for another year.
That's why I look.
Yeah, no. She mentioned that. I was like, yeah, dads were weird in the 80s, right?
Yeah, because again, I heard the story on the Howard Stern show. They were talking about, I guess, like, I don't know if there was many wrestlers on there or just like Hulk Hogan. And like they said something about doing a demonstration and like Hulk Hogan like dropped Belzer like on his head or something. It's like.
That's so classic Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, they said like at the end, like Belzer's like bleeding from the head and like he's like in shock and he still was able to like, oh, we'll be right back or whatever. But no, I mean, it must not have been scripted because he sued Hulk Hogan for like, forget like a couple million, but I think he ended up with like 400,000 or 500,000 or something. And he like bought that with that money. He bought the house he had in France where like he passed away.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Uh huh.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan was super careless in the beginning of his career. You know.
Well, I was gonna say, how many lawsuits has he been?
He's still kind of careless, but none of my business.
We would have
that whole family is careless as hell. But again, that's a topic for a different day.
Another episode of Salty and Petty.
Life. I'm so jealous. Like his life was super interesting.
He
did a lot of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, here one. I saved this. I saw this online, but it says. I forget what I saw it on Facebook. I think Richard Belzer left Law and Order in Hollywood for a quiet life in the French countryside. He lived with his wife Harley McBride and their 4 dogs. Who's that sound like? In a beautiful home surrounded by nature. According to the actor, his dogs prolonged his life. Yeah. If that's the case, he'll live forever. Belzer and McBride's estate is located in a small village with 3,000 residents. Despite the language barrier, Belzer tried his best to show camaraderie amongst his neighbors and would often talk to the locals. Belzer shared a lot of photos of his daily life. The skinny-looking actor created a beautiful home with his wife where he spent his last years before death. Giving his wife flowers and chopping wood to keep the house warm, he made everything so that the love of his life would feel comfortable in the countryside.
Well, that would be me, but it would be the Mexican countryside. Y'all know I hate France, like, with a passion.
And it would be like, instead of a lover, she wrapped herself in aloneness.
A blanket made of money, baby. A blanket made of money.
Whoa.
You need the money. Gimme.
I mean, he probably made a decent amount in his career. I mean, well, again, he played the same character over how many different shows?
It's Law and Order, it's X-Files, Arrested Development, The Wire, 30 Rock. Well, he didn't play the same character on Sesame Street, but was it the same character in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt? I don't think it was, but he was. If you ever watched it, he did show up. I think it was like the first season. I was just like, wait a minute.
Oh, wait a second. Richard Belzer has played Munch on 10 different, Law and Order SVU, Law and Order Trial by Jury, Homicide, The X-Files, The Beat, Moni, Sesame Street, The Wire, and Arrested Development.
Yeah, I don't think he played Munch on Sesame Street because that was back in '70. That was like the early Sesame Street. So I don't think so.
I don't know unless he came back because it's saying he was Munch on Sesame Street. So.
Oh, okay, cool beans.
Yeah.
But yeah, the X-Files, I remember, and that's that whole theory. It's all tied together by Munch.
Exactly. It's the Belzerverse.
Exactly. Dick Wolf should humble himself and rename it that.
Exactly. Oh wait, yeah. Belzer's comedic talents have been featured in every entertainment medium, from off-Broadway to radio to film.
He was in Scarface.
He was in Scarface.
Blinking, you miss it, but yeah, Scarface. There's another movie I actually rewatched recently. I was like, hey, I never noticed you before.
1997. He had his own HBO comedy special, Another Lone Nut.
Yeah, that's about right.
And released.
If you know, you know.
I released a comedy CD of the same title.
Yeah, man. For somebody who just kind of wanted to like bum around, he did a lot of work, man.
Starred in the 6-part comedy Showtime series, The Richard Belzer Show, hosted the live Lifetime talk show.
I thought that was a freaking fever dream. Like back in the day when HBO was good, like the HBO remember the HBO Go like app before this whole HBO Max garbage happened? They had that on there.
Real?
And I watched it and I thought it was a fever dream because y'all know Mama likes to drink. So sometimes those dreams be real and sometimes they don't. And sometimes it's like, oh, I don't know.
Oh my lord! But the live Lifetime talk show, Hot Properties, and Court TV's Crime Stories. The man worked. I'll tell you what. Whatever he left this earth with, I mean, he earned every penny of it.
Absolutely. I want to talk about the character though, real quick. Like,
yes.
My favorite thing about Munch is that he was like divorced 4 times. I was like an icon, a legend. We love that for you. Munch was like my favorite character for a really long time. Super relatable. He's like such a skeptic, you know.
And a smart ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, they did like a mini Munchathon on Sunday. It was like from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. on the, was it USA, I think? Yeah, they did like a...
It's always USA when it comes to SVU. I've literally never seen it on any other station like syndication. I think it's literally because it's an NBC show. That
I don't know. What is it? What's it? It's like a local station, although I think they're around all over, like Ion or whatever.
That's a little different. That's like WG or whatever.
Yeah,
the Chicago Super State. Like that's technically like a super syndication station.
Yeah, because I think every Saturday they play that like SVU all day.
Yeah, they used to have Flashpoint.
Yeah, they have a couple different shows because like they'll do the procedurals and stuff. Like
that's their bread and butter. Yeah, I remember when I used to get that station. Like Munch was so good. Like when he left, I really was devastated though. I really felt like it was the beginning of the end. I don't think I ever really liked a single new character after he left. Like that one, like with Amanda and Carisi, like I hated them. I hated that whole crew. I mean, you know what? Amanda's sister. Sorry, pardon my friend. White trash. Oh, man.
Well, I think that was the point.
Like, every time she came around, I wanted to punch my TV.
Oh yeah,
Carisi's just. I go to law school at night. Well, good for you. Leave. Bye. Nobody's stopping you.
Well, he's
not even Olivia.
Well, he's the DA now.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I didn't mind Amanda and Carisi that much, but what's his face? Amaro. Oh my god.
Oh god. Yeah. Listen. Yes.
They tried to make him Stabler light, and it's just like, he's crazy. He's crazy.
But he could never be Stabler because he wasn't a white man. Like I'm just being real. Like that's the way they played it. Like, oh, you want to be Stabler, but you can't because you'll get reprimanded.
And again, it's like he wasn't like. It wasn't even original.
And there was no chemistry with anybody. Like, I don't know, like, the old cast had so much chemistry. Like, it's nothing like when it was a Finn and Tuccioli case, forget it. I was like, yes, it's about to be funny as hell.
Oh, yeah, that again, it's like, of course, Benson and Stabler. I mean,
well, somebody's about to get their ass whooped and they're about to cover it up when it's Stabler and Elliot, but when it's Finn and when it's Munch, it's going to be hilarious.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, Finn and Munch,
Every pairing has as they're like, they're about to get in what they're about to get into. It's about to be some misconduct and lies told.
I know, because all the time it's either with Craig and is it going to be these two or is it going to be these two?
Exactly. Oh, I did love it when he got sent away to what was that, like, cold case after he like solved that case. I guess it was from like the original like homicide life on the streets. You remember that episode? Am I tripping? I
think so. Yeah. Again, it's
they
like
got sent away to work cold case for a while.
Gonna do like 20 some seasons. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm like sorting through. Like, listen, I know the first like literally probably like the first 13 seasons of that show like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
I was a diehard. Like I have the DVDs, the books that like detail like the process that they go through to get sanctioned by NYPD to use their name, and it's a whole thing. Propaganda is real, but it's my favorite propaganda. What can I say?
Oh yeah, I mean.
So yeah, if you ever see those books are really great, and they have like interviews with the actors, producers.
Oh, nice.
Real like the consultants that do the consulting for the TV show and stuff. So super interesting.
And did I see somewhere like he's always wearing like sunglasses because his eyes were sensitive and. Yeah.
That's my excuse too. If you see me.
And again, if you ever see like young pictures of him, like when he was like a comedian and stuff, it's like I don't know if it was the haircut or what it was, but he almost looked like he could be like related to Brandon Routh almost, like he's his dad or something. Again, I don't know if it's like the haircut or what, but
yeah, that's like I was just showing my friends some pictures of Paul Weasley, our fearless leader over on Star Trek, or soon. And she's like, why does a young Paul Weasley look like Justin Bieber? And I'm like, I don't know.
Oh my.
But maybe we could get the old school Biebers too. I'll be like, hey, this is what Bieber's gonna look like when he grows up. Watch the show so it doesn't get canceled. Star Trek's getting pretty expensive.
Uh-huh. Oh, speaking of Brandon Routh, did you see he's going to be on the next episode of Quantum Leap?
Yeah, I did see that.
So
how that goes.
There was an interview. He's like, "What is it with me and time travel?" Just
like you would think you would have got enough of that, but
hey, man's got to eat. Man's got to work.
Yeah, that's true. He really should be America's sweetheart, but that's another time for another day. Justice for Brandon Roth. He got stuck in that crappy script.
Oh my. But yeah, again, just the chemistry between Belzer and Ice-T. I thought that those two were as good as Benson and Stabler.
Oh yeah, definitely. He had some really sad episodes, like that episode about when he had to like his mom. She's a little in the head.
Yeah. Oh, what about the one where his uncle shows up with dementia or whatever? It's Jerry Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, ooh, your gene pool is bad, babes. It is bad.
Well, yeah, that's what he even tells Wong. He's like, my father, his brother, killed himself, and now he's got that. He's like, am I gonna? Oh yeah.
Yeah, his whole family. Like we got to know he had like a cousin, an uncle. I think he even had this brother show up, or were they just men? I feel like they were mentioned so much they might have showed up. He had like two brothers that
I know he at least mentioned them. Yeah, I was gonna say when the character's on there long enough, man, you run through that whole family.
Yeah. Do you have favorite? Can you remember favorite episodes of yours and his?
Like I said, I remember the one with the uncle. That one was just on the other day. That was part of the marathon the other day. What about I think it was the first season, the one with him and Marlee Matlin. Or she might have even been in more than one, but yeah.
Yeah, she's been in more than one.
Yeah.
Across the series, well, the universe, as it were.
And then there was one with like a reporter or a journalist who got raped, and he was like really closely working with her, and then she like ended up getting murdered or something. And
you know what's crazy? It's not like he asked for his role to, because I remember I started thinking, it's not as many Munch and Finn episodes, and that's kind of why he left. He's like, well, they're just like kind of slowly downsizing my role, so I'd rather just go out on a high note, let them know that I'm leaving, so they can do this thing. When a character, especially a beloved character, is leaving, that kind of forces them to write a better exit, as it were. So I'm just glad that didn't kill him off. Like, I think that would have been a little too much.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, honestly, if they didn't kill off Stabler, nobody else was ever going to get killed off. I mean, because he left on really bad terms.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad to see that he's back in the family. He's got a successful, show of his own. But yeah. So yeah, when I read that, I was like, I always wondered, I was like, why did he leave? It seemed like he didn't want to. And I think some people left, and that's like why he didn't guest star for a really long time. And then all of a sudden, you kind of see I think it was at least like a solid 5 seasons. You'd see him at least once a season after those certain executives left and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, because he was like working with was it the DA's office or something? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that character got around. He did a lot. He did everything. I think he ended as a sergeant, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Because I remember he became a sergeant, and then every so often, like when Mariska needed a break, they would be like, "Okay, you get to do the duty. She's not here."
Or like Craig got in trouble again this week and had to it was like suspended for a week, and then Munch was in charge. Yeah.
Even though he didn't want to be, and then Finn definitely was like, "Well, I saw what happened to him. I don't want to be a sergeant." Well, I don't want to stick in responsibility.
Well, especially after Munch left, then Olivia became Cragen's number 2, and then eventually when Olivia takes over, then Finn eventually becomes her number 2. It's like, last man standing.
Finn's your number 2, you're in bad shape.
Last man standing.
It could have been Amanda.
Last man's, oh.
Which, she was trying to weasel her way in there. Don't get it twisted. She was like, "Oh, you're not a lesbian, okay?"
Oh, burn!
Hey, that's how I read those early season interactions when she first showed up. I'm just like, I see you, I don't like it. Back off, back off.
It depends what kind of season it is. It's like, is she working on it? Is it Amanda working on her?
Gambling?
Yeah. I was gonna say, is it a season where she's working on herself, or is it a season where she's gambling and drinking? Yeah.
I think why Munch was so relatable, like he was just very consistent, very solid
character.
Yeah. There were like no surprises with him, and sometimes people would take that for granted.
Even
though he was like the sarcastic smart guy, like he was very much the straight man. I always felt like he's the pragmatic person.
And then, like a different actor, that part would have been completely different, and probably wouldn't have lasted that long.
Iconic.
Yeah, no,
he wouldn't be.
A different actor. That character probably never would have made it off of Homicide.
Exactly. Because let's be real, if you've ever seen Homicide, I remember back in the day, I want to say Homicide used to come on like right before the news, like after the talk shows but before like the 12 o'clock news. And I remember watching them that way, those episodes. I never I don't think it was like ever like actually like live on TV while I was alive. Or that I was like paying attention to or whatever, but I did watch them in like summers, and you'll be like, "Oh man, there's nothing on TV."
I mean, it probably still was syndicated because did they get like 6 or 7 seasons or something?
Yeah, they got a ton.
Yeah,
like it's a cop procedural. You're guaranteed at least 5 seasons.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
7 depending on the network,
And there probably wasn't.
Milk it.
And there wasn't as much competition back then as there was now.
Yeah, I think I got 7 seasons. I don't know. It ran forever.
Now the Law and Orders in Chicago shows compete amongst themselves.
Yeah, I mean they got the whole Chicago universe. It's like P, Fire. I'm surprised don't they have like a hospital one too?
I think so. Yeah, I don't watch them, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And wait, isn't the kid that played Tommy Merlin on like one of those shows? I want to say it's
maybe.
Chicago, like the hospital one.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's where he actually ended up. He ended up over on the NBC universe.
Yeah. Well, that's like when they brought back original Law and Order. I'm like, well, where's the old female captain? I guess she's over on one of those Chicago shows. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I always want to say it's Tabitha, but it's not Tabitha. It's like Epitha.
Yeah,
yeah, we all know.
Yeah, we know who you're talking about. Yeah. But I was like, why didn't she come back? But it's like, oh, she's already on this day. And then it's like, one of the other.
It was like she's booked and busy, babes. She's booked and busy.
And then like the last guy to work with Anthony Anderson before they canceled it the first time, I was like, where's he? Oh, he's on a CBS procedural now.
Look, listen. Procedurals are good. Look at Blue Bloods. I mean, even though David Ramsey, I don't think he shows up anymore. I think that his character got killed off. He was on that show and Arrow like simultaneously for a really long time. Like it's good work if you can get those residuals.
Oh yeah. I mean,
well, I don't know how residuals are going to work in this streaming economy right now. I really feel like network TV might not have broadcast TV too much longer at this point.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I mean,
it'd be like the news. You can get that on your app. Just,
yeah.
99 cents a month, and we can get rid of broadcast.
All these streamers and networks now know what they have. They're like, oh yeah, this thing could run years, and this thing could go into syndication or whatever.
Which
so
is a shame. They kind of run some of them into the ground.
Yeah.
Looking at you, my beloved CSI franchise.
But they're, now they know to like write the contracts where it's like, yeah, we own this in perpetuity forever.
Yeah, well, that's always a standard Hollywood contract, but that's none of my business.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially now when they see, oh yeah, stuff can come back in like 30 years from now. Yeah,
that's why there's like not music and TV anymore, right? Because they don't want to pay the money for the same music. So,
yeah.
If you've ever noticed the disappearance of like, oh, artist of the week, like if you're a Smallville fan, at the talent, like come on. all those kind of things. Even like the first couple of seasons of the Arrowverse, they had a lot of music and it disappeared because.
Well, that's what I always figured. That's like why they don't do like.
Crossing Jordan is the number one show that will never be on the streamer because of the music rights. Yeah.
Well, that's why I was like all those movie soundtracks we enjoyed in the 90s. So why you won't have any like like popular music for any of those anymore? Because it's like you're gonna have to pay. Yeah.
Although they do pay music artists peanuts. So
yeah.
I'm like, listen, I understand and I support you. It's just a bummer.
I know. I mean,
technology ruins stuff, man.
Except for porn.
I mean,
hey, man, that's what leaps the technology ahead.
That progress is humanity is porn. That's a real thing. You can Google it.
That's what makes technology leap forward. I'll tell you that. Wait till they can create 3D holograms.
That won't be for the plebs, only the elites.
Porn.
Yeah.
Always comes.
It's kind of crazy. Do you watch Brooklyn? I feel like you said you watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, right?
No.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh, because I was gonna say he worked with Andre Bauer.
Oh yeah.
on Homicide: Life on the Streets, and yeah.
Andre Brower was a defense attorney on that. Well, everyone's been on SVU, so but
yeah.
If you've been in Hollywood,
I remember that episode clearly. It was very. It was
he did a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, but his standout one is always the preachy episode. It's like, ooh, babes. I know you're trying to be progressive, but it's actually not a good look. Like I still don't think you guys have black people in your writers' room. So I mean, that's a Dick Wolf thing, but
I just remember the episode. I think it was on not too long ago. Where Andre Brower's just like, oh yeah, all you white people judge black people. Like, and then by the end of the episode, okay, all white cops except for Olivia Benson judge black people.
That's what I mean. Propaganda, like the older you get, it was like, ooh, that did not age well.
But yeah, if you've been in Hollywood for 5 minutes, you've been on SVU, even if it's just as a dead body in the beginning.
Exactly. It's like that DA, Alexandria, the DA, like she was like a victim on like regular Law and Order, and then I was like, but they're not the same actor? They're not the same character? I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, and then the second one, like she was like a defendant in like early,
Yeah, it's like, you don't think we're gonna notice? Well, we notice because you have the marathon on every damn Saturday.
Oh yeah, once like DVDs or Blu-rays start coming out and stuff goes in the syndication, it's like, hey, we're gonna notice. Oh my god, that's like some of those Star Trek actors have been in them. Tim Russ. Has there been a Star Trek property Tim Russ hasn't been in?
I think he's even been in all the animated shows. Somehow, some way.
He was like one of those guys who tried to like board the Enterprise when Picard was getting his saddle. Then he becomes Tuvok. Did he play a Klingon in DS9? What?
You know he hates that. That's what. That's the only thing anybody ever asks. Like, oh, boo-hoo! You're known for being a Star Trek actor. Boo-hoo! It's good work if you can get it.
I guess they must have just had one, or it's in progress. I don't know. But you know what we need to do one day, or one time? We need to take a Star Trek cruise.
Oh, babes. Maybe in the before times.
True.
I can't do cruises post-pandemic. Well, post-times. I can't.
Oh, that's true. I haven't been on a cruise ship since I was like 12. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think like 20, since I was like 20.
Yeah, I just remember I was 12. We went to the Bahamas and like all I saw were signs.
I think a Disney cruise actually is the cleanest cruise. I wouldn't trust a Star Trek cruise.
Yeah, but cruise ships in
if
general.
you know. If you've ever been around at least 10 Star Trek fans together. No, sir. Our fandom are a bunch of miscreants. I love y'all, but I don't want to be around y'all stuck on a boat for 2 weeks.
It might almost be worth it. It might almost be worth the food poisoning just to hear Brent Spiner tell someone to go take a shower.
It's data.
It's data.
What's the difference? One's my name, bitch!
Should have been like Dr. Powaski. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know, man. I had to double check. I was like, I know he's old, but let me just double check in case it's like one. You know what? We don't see a lot of hoaxes going around anymore. Like, shout out to all the millennials growing up and scolding people for that.
Well, too many came true, you know?
Burn on our childhood.
We were naive, man. We
Fuck you, Angela Lansbury.
Whoa!
I'm kidding. I love Anne. Come on, she's Mrs. Potts. Of course I love her. I'm just saying. I was like, wait, she's gone. Betty's gone. Who do we have?
All those unsolved mysteries got solved, you know?
It was swamp gas.
Oh.
I know John Munch. Conspiracy theory number 1. I can't believe they actually tried to sell that. That's an actual real thing that the military told the American public. Like, I will never get over it. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, because, he was 78, so, yeah.
Oh, we missed his 69 by a long time.
I know. Oh, who was I looking for? There's somebody I saw there was like a few years away, and I was like, oh, we got a couple years. I forget who it was.
You know what my most traumatizing Munch episode is when he gets shot by the neo-Nazi during the trial?
Oh,
what the hell?
Yeah.
Munch? You shot Munch? Are you out of your mind? That gave me like a mini panic attack. I was like, oh
no. That's like during the mini marathon on Sunday. Was it a season 1 episode? It was one of the early ones, and they're like talking to some guy, and Finn introduces himself, and the guy's like, "Oh, Finn." Like his name meant, was it brave or honest or something? He's like, hi, I'm John Munch, and it means handsome one.
Yeah.
Just the one-liners.
But the character is crazy because like the character is like conversational, like in French and Russian. Like you just met. Well, of course Munch does, but like, oh damn, they actually gave that character some layers. Meanwhile, everybody else is just
I mean, but do you have to have layers for a guy, a character to stick around for all those years?
I mean, but he like literally. I will go out on a limb and I say I think that John Munch is probably the most layered, like Dick Wolf character.
Oh yeah. You would say even more than Olivia.
I mean, because, like, I'm going to be real with you. As much as I love Olivia, she's very one note. She's very one note. That one note is amazing, but it's one note nonetheless.
Have you noticed she hasn't had a love interest since Stabler's been back?
Yeah, of course.
God, talk about the dragged out that,
This is longer than Moonlighting.
Oh, my God. Poor, Bruce.
Look, listen, they had to wait till all his kids were grown, and his wife absolutely despised him. So
his wife's dead. His children are grown.
Exactly. It's giving very much How I Met Your Mother.
Oh God! Now they just gotta wait for Olivia's son to grow.
I mean, wow. No, he gets to raise another kid. That's the beauty.
Well, that's true.
He's not a stepfather. He's a father who stepped in. Mark my words. You laugh.
Oh my.
That is some absolute in-game machinations they have going on. They're like, we're going to let Law and Order go on for 40 years. So 40 seasons, mark my words.
Oh my God. No, that's going to be how they end the show. Those two riding off into the sunset.
Oh, giving it the old Oliver and
Felicity.
Felicity.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
While New York City burns in the background.
No, it'll be. Oh my God! Oh no! Or if we. Oh my God! No, Finn's in charge.
Oh God! Definitely New York City's burning down to the ground. One Cop Plaza is blown up.
I mean, it's already been so long, unless like one of Stabler's kids is in Charge Towers.
I always explained his daughter before we figured out she had mental issues. You know, when she had the whole thing. Yeah, I figured they were gonna maybe play the long game with that character and have her be a cop.
Oh yeah. I don't think any of those kids want to go
They'll
near
be like SVU, Next Generation.
I don't think any of those kids want to go near that now. Since their mom got blown up.
Yeah. Nobody likes you, Kathy. Sorry to tell you.
Oh, burn.
From the first time I met her, I was like, well, I mean, you shouldn't be a plop till you drop kind of Catholic. You'd have been a little more happy without all those kids.
Oh my God! Remember the first episode where we meet Stabler's mom, and she meets Olivia, and she's telling her how good looking she is, and she's like, "Oh, no wonder Kathy's scared of you."
Mm-hmm. Oh, his mom was a piece of work. You know?
Oh yeah, she's all bipolar and.
Again, not a good gene pool. It's a good thing that kid's not his. You see what I'm saying? You see how they're setting it up? Got a bad gene pool too, man. Just saying.
Oh my.
Okay, here's what I was looking for. Yeah, he actually did play Munch in the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt episode.
Okay.
He goes to the doctor, so that's cool. And there's a Muppet version of Munch from Sesame Street.
Oh my.
Yeah.
And like I said, he appeared. I guess he appeared a lot on the Howard Stern show. Like I know when they were talking about him, they're like, "Oh yeah, we counted at least 50 some episodes, and then like we're still counting." So, yeah, like probably I think when he was like a stand-up comedian, just to promote his stand-up career.
He was in a lot of random 80s music videos too.
Oh yeah,
hilarious!
I told you, man, he was on.
And then, do you remember that Spider-Man Deadpool number 6? Like he's on that. He's like he appears in that an artwork version.
Oh, maybe. I mean, he did everything he could to get his name out there.
That was an iconic character. So.
Oh yeah.
I think even Luther makes a mention, which is like a UK, like crime drama, but they're mentioning Munch. Iconic.
Man.
Exactly. It's just like, he lived a long, good life, though. I'm glad it wasn't cut short,
Oh, yeah.
And I always pictured him and Giancarlo Esposito being the best of friends because he was also on Homicide: Life on the Streets.
Oh, yeah.
I just like, that's my headcanon. Don't take it away from me if anybody knows that not to be a fact.
Oh, yeah. And then they were also saying this was out of nowhere. Like, I don't know if anyone knew this but do you know who his cousin was? You would never guess. Henry Winkler.
Oh, no, that tracks.
Yeah, but it's like, no, I don't, like, everyone, like, they're like...
No, that's not shocking me. That actually tracks.
But it's just like, why wouldn't you be like, oh, hey, Henry Winkler's my cousin, or Henry Winkler...
He's not a Nepo baby, that's why.
It's true, but I'm just...
And also, Henry Winkler, like, love the guy, but, he's kind of an angry legend. If you know.
Really?
So, a prima donna.
Oh, no.
Loves to storm off a set.
Or we have to do a Fonzie episode.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there is old tea there.
Oh my God, did he literally tell someone to sit on it?
In his dressing room, bada boom! Yeah, we'll do a Happy Days episode. Like, why was it the 50s and the 80s? I don't understand! Same reason why it was the 70s and the 90s. I don't know. Yeah, when I realized that, I was like, man, that guy reached a lot of places.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like you said, with no help from famous family or nothing. Oh, he had all kinds of friends, because wasn't his death announced by Lorraine Newman from Saturday Night Live, like OG Saturday Night Live? It's like...
Oh, to be a fly on the wall.
Well, again...
he was also an American Dad. He voiced a character in American Dad.
Well, yeah.
That was really cool.
Well, again, he's done everything pretty much in entertainment, so yeah, everybody knew him.
But I just want to say that because you're not watching American Dad, though. Because you're not a true adult animation fan. It's fine.
I never said... I never claimed to be.
Well, you should... Morty being here.
What?
As it should be. There's a lull, so y'all can get caught up on American Dad, is what I'm saying.
Lilith is a true adult animation fan. You should see her hard drive.
Hey-o. It's called hentai, and it's an art form, Phil. Literally the first Office meme I've ever knew. I didn't even know it was an Office meme. Actually, I was like, wait a minute!
I don't think those are tentacles. I don't think those are tentacles.
No, they are. Just...
They just look like sentient tongues.
Exactly. Is that a sentient tongue?
Oh my! You're welcome, Justin.
It's a giant size man thing. Yeah, like he's just the character we know the most about. What he actually did after he left the show. We know like his 4 ex-wives. We know so many of his family members. You know.
Exactly. Well, again, I hope we know the most about him. He's been around. When did Homicide start? Was it?
Yeah, but they actually really didn't do much for that character. It was on SVU where they really
rubbed
that onion. Well, Homicide. Well, see, and that's the thing. Like for the longest time, just regular Law and Order and Law and Order SVU were strictly about the cases. They never really made that characters a focus.
Yeah.
And you know, and that worked for a while, but then like they realized we love these characters, want to know more, and they just started unraveling that onion.
Oh my god! Have you ever like? There was some they were marathoning it the one day. Have you ever seen like first season of regular Law and Order?
Oh, it's brutal.
I mean, before Jack McCoy. I mean, it's just
it is brutal.
I mean, it's basically just white guys standing around saying, "Is he guilty? Yes, he is guilty."
Well, you know, it was basically like I don't know if you like. My mom used to watch LA Law. This is how I know that's kind of like what they were going for, and they had to like it wasn't working, so they had to retool it into its own.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it is one of the few cop shows where you get like, you know, the cops and then like, well, we really stopped really getting a lot of the DA lately, but that was like one of the only shows that like actually had that format. Like LA Law, strictly about the lawyers and the clients, you know.
Yeah.
Now we get like, you know, the perps and the suspects and we get the trial, you know, and the misconduct of, you know, all that stuff.
Yes.
Ripped from the headlines, I tell you. I was like, although they did that Michael Jackson one either a little too early or a little too late. And I was like, it's a white guy. Good job. You didn't make it that black guy. So, you know, plausible deniability.
Oh my god, you mean like South Park? And no, that's not Harry and Meghan Markle.
Oh.
That's the Prince of Canada, eh?
Respect my privacy!
My privacy! You have to answer to my blue penis.
Oh god. South Park. Why do you only have 6 episodes?
What, this season?
For a while it's only been 6 episodes.
I know.
Matt and Trey, I know you want to get out of your contract so desperately. If Paramount Plus won't cancel you for making that damn last special, PP Plus.
A PP. Oh,
they're
maybe
never gonna cancel you, bud.
Maybe that's what the Harry and Meghan thing was. Maybe they wanted them to raise such a stink that Comedy Central fired them.
Nobody gives a flying fig about Meghan Markle. Like,
we want our privacy. Interview us.
Like, in the grand scheme of things, honestly, no one cares.
Oh, you mean like when he opened up her head and went, "Hello"?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. Unfortunately. It's sad, but you literally signed up to be a princess. I don't know what you're expecting.
That she wants him to leave.
I mean, he did it for his... Look, listen, I'm going to tell you one thing. Harry is his mother's son. He loves his wife. He'll do anything for his wife. I respect that. But on the same side, you married into royalty. What did you expect? Like, they literally... I love Princess Anne, but they drug Princess Anne and Princess Diana in those damn tabloids for years.
Mm-hmm.
And Charles was the adulterer. Like, be so serious. I can't with the British rags, honestly. But yeah, so it's three sides to a story. You know,
yes.
His side, her side, and the truth. So we'll never know the truth. So
yes. All right.
You know what? He was actually really Richard Belzer was actually pretty unproblematic too.
I mean,
surprising because he's a guy of his particular age. Looking at you, Shatner.
Oh, Bert.
As a Star Trek fan, I feel the need to call it out every time.
I think everyone.
It's so sad. Like, I was like, oh.
Oh, I mean,
when I realized he was an absolute jackass.
I mean,
asshat.
I mean, I think all you have to do is, I mean, anyone can do this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just ask George Takei about what a diva Shatner was on that original set, and he'll talk to you for hours. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, he did some things for the culture for sure, but in his older age.
Oh, no, I don't think it was even his older age. Like original Star Trek, what was it? I think Takei told a story one time. Like, was it Time magazine? It was some magazine I think came to like interview Leonard Nimoy. and like Shatner threw a stink about it and like wouldn't come out of his dressing room or something, or
Well, he couldn't. He was stuck in his corset.
oh.
Bird. I mean, I don't want to start a war with Shatner fans. Maybe I do. I don't know. But if you know.
Oh my.
If you stand a problematic king, Shatner's a pretty good person to get behind. I mean, he's right up there with Elon at this point. And Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh my God.
Good company, let me tell you.
Lilith, when Shatner passes away, who's gonna do the eulogy slowly? You know.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, none of his ex-wives, certainly.
Well, maybe the ones that can swim. You know why you came to Salty and Petty, kids.
A mess, and I love it. I love it. I feel like Richard Belzer wouldn't have it any other.
Exactly. Belzer would be like, you know what? This is a great tribute. Thank you.
Oh, I just remember his first partner. Like, I absolutely hated Brian. Like, I watched Oz as a young child. I mean, listen. I was a latchkey kid. We had, I had full access to all the cable channels except for the Spice Channel and Playboy Channel. I had to wiggle the antenna for that.
Hey-oh!
But no, so, I've been an HBO kid forever. So I knew a lot of, of course, I knew Elliot and Cassidy from Oz. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. What's going on here? But Munch and Cassie did not have any chemistry. Cassie was just an absolute dummy. He was no thoughts behind those eyes whatsoever.
No, Michelle Hurd was a much better partner than Cassidy, yeah.
And she was too, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't use the U word. I mean, I could. I'm a black female, so I could use the word uppity, but I won't, because that's problematic, I guess. And I love Michelle and almost any other thing that she's ever been, but that was just not a good fit.
Yeah.
I was surprised that Ice-T stuck around. He was only supposed to be there for 5 episodes.
Really?
Yeah, his agent literally said, hey, they want to book you for 5 episodes as an in-between partner. I mean, it's not like Ice-T hadn't played a cop before.
Yeah.
So what? I mean,
well,
that's all anybody I wouldn't say my age, but Gen Z and Gen Alpha, that's all they know him as, his fan.
Oh, yeah.
And his wife, probably. They probably know
Coco.
Because, they had a TV show on E, or they might still have one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I never saw it, but I do remember. I never watched it, but I do remember hearing about that, yeah.
And their daughter has a TikTok account, so they might know him for, TikTok.
And isn't he a big gamer or something?
Is he?
I thought he was something. He was in the game, video games or something.
Everybody says they're in the video game. Even Henry Cavill, which I don't believe him. You can make that custom PC with your shirt off all you want to. We know you're a poser, bro. Real people know. You were just doing that because you were going to be on The Witcher. You wanted the nerds to be on your side. There's nothing worse than a fake nerd, bro. There's nothing worse. It's insufferable.
Yeah, that's
sorry, Tyler and whoever.
Oh,
sorry, Justin.
I was gonna say that's right, Cavill. You will never be a Joe Manganiello.
Joe Manganiello can get it. Yeah, you'll never make my biscuit list, bud.
Wow.
Idris Elba's him and Jude Law are the only 2 British biscuits that I'll probably get behind or could get.
My
behind
favorite
me.
biscuit.
Whoa, hey-oh.
So yeah, well, Michael Caine too.
What?
No, Michael Caine, but don't judge me.
Oh.
you just had to be there.
Hey-oh.
But yeah, I said, the Munch episodes, because I'm such a diehard fan from the first half of the show, they just really stick out to me.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, now it's just in my head. I'm like, who's the oldest celebrity Lilith would sleep with? Is it Michael Caine?
The results may shock you.
Is it Michael Caine?
Ooh, mark that down for 21 questions. Not of this, that, or the third, but 21 questions.
Is that Michael Caine?
I think there's somebody. Wait, hold on.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, there is someone. Are they the same age? Let me Google it. Ooh, yeah, there is somebody older than that.
Oh my!
He's don't leave me in suspense. I'll give you a hint. He was on The Big Bang Theory.
Who's still alive, right?
Oh, let me double check.
Well, I was gonna say Adam was
super old. Let me double check. Yeah, he's still alive.
Not Bob Newhart.
No, he's not alive.
Oh, he's not? I thought he was still.
It's Bob Hurst? Oh my God, Mandela effect. No, actually, he's older than Bob Newhart. I'm pretty sure.
Whoa. Okay, who was on The Big Bang Theory?
Oh no! Wait! He is 1 year younger than Bob Newhart. So.
Ooh.
There's your hint.
Huh. Is it an old guy?
I'll give you another hint. He's 6'2".
Why isn't
Was
like?
in The Lion King.
Oh, James Earl Jones.
Don't judge me.
You should have been like.
See, like my nerd bones run deep, y'all. Oh, my nerd boner.
Oh my. Oh, I can. I'm in the same boat as you.
Respectfully, because he has been married and unproblematic for his whole career. Respectfully.
No, I get it. The whole nerd thing. I mean, I was watching Star Trek Picard, and Gates McFadden can still get it. Okay.
Hello. A mess. Bless this mess.
Oh, can I do my anti-rant?
Yes, let's do your anti-rant. What happened in the world that was actually good?
I did post this on Facebook the other day. I saw like the meme, but I had seen it going around for a couple days. Yes, the lead man in my favorite band, Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl. I don't know what the actual date of this, but it's within the last couple weeks. It said he pulled up to the Hope Mission in L.A. with his giant smoker to feed 500 people during the storms, whatever week that was, spending 16 hours cooking ribs, pork butt, brisket, cabbage, coleslaw, and beans.
Oh,
16 hours. A celebrity just came in. I think he probably paid for all the food himself and just cooked for 16 hours.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. That's, when did we see...
Suck it, Metallica.
When did we ever...
Metallica and U2 could never, first of all. Would never.
I'm just like...
They'd rather sue you for streaming their music.
When do you ever see anything like that? I mean, I know like Disney tries to do...
A long time.
Disney tried to do those photo ops where they, the guys
Those
visit
are
the hospital for 2 seconds, but yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you, everybody should actually know this fun fact. John Cena is the celebrity with the most Make-A-Wish.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. He will show up anytime, anywhere for a Make-A-Wish kit.
He'll show up, but they still won't see him.
Ha! Wait, hold on. Is my...
Well, your camera's not on, so...
Yeah, I would have popped it on for a second, but I don't know what box. I've got a...
Hey-oh!
I got a John Cena Funko Pop. It's like an Amazon exclusive, and it's clear.
Ew.
Yeah. Now I gotta get the Peacemaker with Eagle and get it signed. That's the goal.
They have a couple different pieces, because I have 2 Peacemaker ones up there. I
have the one with with just the underwear, then I have the one with him and Eagle.
Oh, no, I have the one with him and Eagle, and then just, like, Peacemaker and, like, the costume. It's, it's not the underwear.
Oh, you
but...
didn't get the one in the underwear?
No, because, like, I bought the one. It might have just been was it the one just with him in the costume, but then, like, Luca got me the one with Eagle. I was like, okay.
And I've got Eagle, the one that's flapped, too.
Oh, really?
Shout out to HBO Max. That's the best decision they've made in the last 3 years.
That,
not making James Gunn like...
That and Harley Quinn.
I said what I said.
I mean, it does numbers, doesn't it?
No. I like the show. But,
yeah.
It's still based on the Harley Quinn that I kind of care for.
Beaver jokes, yeah.
It's great though. I love Kaylee. She kills it.
Mm-hmm.
And, I love the little jokes and stuff and the Joker's perspective.
Oh, did you see Harley starting next issue? Is getting a new writer.
Oh no, who?
They're throwing another one to Teenie Howard.
Oh, I'll definitely check that.
Yeah, so she's going to be writing Catwoman and Harley Quinn.
Oh, we're gonna get so much Catwoman and Harley crossover, which I like.
Yeah.
That's a really good dynamic pairing. Maybe she'll talk some sense into her about Poison Ivy.
Oh my!
Just saying. So yeah, that's cool. Remind me to get that.
Yes. Yeah.
Or I'll just text my comic book guy. Hey, put that one.
Yeah, because I think 27 came out this week. Yeah, I think they said started with 28. Yeah. Surprise! They didn't renumber for new race.
Shh, they'll hear you and they'll do it retroactively.
I know.
Oh man, yeah, it's the best thing about DC right now. They're like, we can't afford to renumber. Everything's a mess and everything's a tax credit.
Well, again, I think it's just
except for the Flash movie.
Yeah, who can explain that thing? Although I did see a meme where it's like they show Christian Bale and it's like, yeah, I gave up after how many years? Then it's like they show Keaton from the trailer and he's just like 70 and still fighting crime.
Ooh, what a rough road to go. But on that note, I hope you guys get some time to do a mini Munch Law & Order marathon. I think there's not a bad episode in the bunch. Super interesting character, super interesting actor.
Oh yeah.
What a great legacy to leave behind.
Oh yeah. I don't know anyone who hasn't watched Law & Order, but SVU.
Oh, I do.
Well, that's true, but it's like, again, pick a John Munch episode. Come on.
Exactly.
So.
Oh yeah, and sign the petition to get Homicide Life on the Streets on a streaming service anywhere.
Oh, there is a petition. Okay. Yeah.
No, we'll make one.
Okay. Yeah. Again, it's like, I don't know why Peacock or someone wouldn't do that. Just be like, oh, this is the prequel to SVU because this is where Munch started.
Those have to be mangled, bro. You gotta remember, those are from like the early where they didn't know what the hell they were.
I mean, I think it was it was a 90s show, I think. Yeah. So
I thought it was like 89.
No, I thought it was like 91 or 93, something like that. To like not.
Okay.
Yeah, but so I think it was most of the 90s, but it was.
Even then, they just were expecting syndication.
Oh
Might
yeah.
have changed hands a few times. I know the guy that wrote the actual book that the show's based on had a problem with that whole thing, so that might be another thing too.
Oh, it's first episode January 1993.
Okay, feels older than.
Yeah, January 31st, 1993 to May 21st, 1999.
I'm not gonna lie, the show is not pretty to look at.
Well,
Which is weird because The Wire is like really I guess can't really compare HBO.
HBO
to that, but yeah.
But again, 90s, and they probably didn't put a lot of money into it. Probably just
no, they did not.
Yeah. So.
No. I'm pretty sure they had a Giancarlo Esposito working for literal peanuts and popcorn.
They probably all were.
Yeah, definitely.
Remember when we used to get 44 to 49-minute episodes, kids, of anything?
We barely get 40. It's crazy.
Oh,
You
yeah.
time it, barely get I think it's like the minimum is like 41 minutes and 29 seconds or something like that.
Yeah,
I think CW shows are literally like 40 minutes, so you get up here 20 minutes.
Run, Barry, run. The commercial's coming.
Not people being nostalgic for The Flash.
Oh, burn.
You're going to come back for the last season, you freaking poser?
Oh!
I'm calling myself a poser, although, I still haven't watched it. I'm just going to binge it when the finale happens.
Oh, you didn't see our short, oh, God. Red, or was it Red Death, or...
Oh, no.
Batwoman instead of Batman, so...
Superwoman. I wish it was Superwoman. Supergirl instead of Superman. Although we were set up to have Superwoman, but they cock blocked us on.
Whoa!
It was Channing Tatum's ex-wife. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
HBO Max, you really want to put asses in seats? We need a Power Girls show.
I'd even settle for an animated one from whoever makes Harley Quinn, to be quite frank.
Oh my God, did you see there was some kind of uproar, at least there was on Twitter, I don't know, they released
Well, you can blow your nose on Twitter and people have a problem, but what was it now?
Thank God she said nose. All right. No, I guess they released I don't know if it's even a variant for Action Comics 1053 with somebody did a variant for a Power Girl cover, and I don't know if people were just oh, it's too sexy or something. It's
bro, it's comics.
Why? Because you can see cleavage.
I know, babes. Don't ever pick up a John Byrne issue. Don't ever pick up a Frank Miller issue. Are you even a comic book fan if that's what you're complaining about?
Comic book boobs raised us.
Exactly. TNA raised us. Deal with it. It's really weird because I was saying, I think recently somewhere that it's sex scenes are dying, even on a premium station channel like HBO. The sex scene is dying.
Oh yeah.
And rightfully so, because that's creepy and gross. I get the whole prospect of it, but as so many generations, well, probably just two, Gen X and probably a rated R movie with. I like gore and all body horror and all that, but a good sex self-esteem goes a long way, man.
Oh, well, like, I know, there was some debate going on Twitter where, like, I don't know if, like, somebody younger was just like, what's with all this pubic hair on women in, like shows or stuff now? And it's just like, dude, that's grown women have pubic hair, you know?
And adults? It's like the TikTok thing. Oh, I know it's pink. I'm like, babes, you're talking about a baby. Stop it. That's gross. Porn stars actually bleach it, and that's a whole other thing.
Well, that too.
To talk about too, but like, yeah. Like,
well, they bleach that too.
Bubblegum pink. If you want to actually like get into like the whole discussion, like that's the. I'm just like, oh my god, like you should never let your young children play Call of Duty. Like, make them turn their mic on so you can hear what people are saying to them.
Oh yeah. You can go online and see. There's all kinds of.
Yeah, don't let your kid get a Discord.
Okay, here.
I think you have to be 25 to have a Discord.
Okay, here. You want to see this Power Girl cover that had people in an uproar? That.
Is this 1930? Are we regressing?
I don't know.
This is literally how she looks.
I know.
Like, I think the boobs are smaller than the last time she ever showed up in a comic book. This is actually like what a real woman could actually have. I've seen cosplayers look like this.
Yes.
What the hell?
I know people were saying
it goes to show people actually literally don't read comics. They'll say anything.
And again, I know people were saying it's like, yeah, not all women want to dress like that, but don't shame the women who do want to dress like that.
Yeah, we're regressing.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Republican Party.
Oof, yeah. We'll save that for the Charlie Esther political power hour.
Oh my God, we need him and Moz to do that one week.
Yes, no, yeah, just for poops and giggles, I need that.
Well, Moz. Need to put like a CNN or something behind him. Well.
Oh, we let them do it. Well, yeah, we let them put that behind a paywall because we cannot let the powers that be hear those thoughts. And Phil just texted me, Did you ship a cake to Charlie for this episode? I sure did.
Oh, speaking of getting co-host drunk, remind me to ask you something.
Sure thing.
Oh my God. The Charlie and Moz, with the well hour.
Yeah. No, it's the actually hour.
Two E's in the middle for educational. Mansplaining with Charlie and Moz. Mansplaining with Charlie to Moz. Mansplaining the man.
Oh yeah, no, we totally need to workshop that.
I'm down.
Patreon Elite, weigh in. Let us know what you think. Would you like a Charlie Esser mansplaining power hour with Maz Manzor?
Yeah, regular listener to Salty and Petty. Noel Tate, I thought you said you liked when Charlie went off the rails like that. So yeah.
Well, to be fair, nobody goes off the rails quite like I do. Like that's a hard act to follow.
Well, yeah. But I think Charlie would probably be down for it.
I like everything.
We'll give him like some topics, and I'll ship the keg of beer, and I'll ship Ma some weed.
That's an interesting artistic choice. Everyone loves cocaine.
Cocaine. I kind of want to see Cocaine Bear. By the way,
Rob Southgate talked.
I saw it. That's what
okay.
made me.
You saw the episode?
Yeah. The family movie is Cocaine Bear.
I know. He didn't take her to even see like Ant-Man and Quantumania. They went and saw Cocaine Bear.
No, that's my kind of family.
Oh, I'm gonna wear a gimp mask and
Listen,
murder
I
people.
told you. I watched Showgirls with my dad. Like, man, we didn't know.
It wasn't any nudity, Lil. It was just a bear ripping people apart. That's the other thing that's messed up about America. It's like, yeah, we'll show kids all kinds of violence.
They'll show a woman torn to pieces, but heaven forbid she have an orgasm.
Well, I was gonna, yeah. We could show a woman getting brutally murdered, but let's not see her nipple while it's happening.
Cold, hard, wet nipple. Ooh, that's a drop we haven't used.
Cold, wet, hard nipples.
Shout out to Spider-Man.
The Salty and Petty podcast. This is why the terrorists hate us.
They're too busy pushing paperwork.
That's true.
Lives. The true American.
Oh,
dream.
did you see that in the biggest karma smacking you in the face? Like a lot of those guys in the
Taliban.
Yes.
Man, we just want to go back to rape and murder and pilling
now they actually have to like run a country, do paperwork and stuff.
The jokes
Yeah.
on you, they let you win.
Now they got to punch a time clock. Yeah.
Yeah, that would absolutely suck, man. Rolling around in the poppy fields, getting fresh poppy. Come on.
You wanted 72 virgins. Now you got 9 to 5.
Soul crushing, bro.
All right.
Jockey to the next. Soul crushing.
I could feel Richard Belzer looking down on us from heaven.
Shaking with approval, yes.
Yes. All right.
Hey, Kristen! Send in some feedback about Munch!
Oh, she's a Lenny Briscoe woman.
In honor
Yes.
of all the old guys on SVU that we've lost.
Yeah. I'll tell her. Be like, man.
We can do a debate. Who's better?
Oh, that could. Should that be our Patreon episode with her?
Maybe.
Munch versus Briscoe. Oh, yes.
Defend him! Oh, it could be called, Is This Your Man? Really? Or, who you got? The versus battle.
Oh, my.
I'll be like, Jason Todd or Dick Grayson.
Okay.
I need a real Jason Todd fan, though, because it ain't me.
I was going to say, there was...
I mean, Red Hood, yeah, but like, actual Jason Todd as Robin, no.
There was that Big Bang Theory episode where they were debating who's the real heir to Batman, Dick Grayson or Jason Todd. I'm like, really? I'm like, have these writers read a comic book?
No.
Fake nerds.
But they do physics, so that's cool. I'm like, it's a WB property. You would think they would have, you know. We can pick apart the Big Bang Theories in an episode of Salty.
Oh, yes.
We'd have to go by season, though, because it's just so many things.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was, 13 seasons? Yeah.
At 22 a pop?
Yeah. Uh-huh. All right, are we done? On that note.
Definitely. I was waiting for you to do the plugs, man.
Okay, Rob. All right. All right, kids. So, yes, send us your...
The talent has spoken. Feel free. Got him back for you, Rob.
We still need to do 6 degrees of Rob Southgate.
Oh, absolutely. Next third.
If nothing else, it'll be like, well, Rob, name drop this person who's connected to this person. All right, kids. So send us your Richard Belzer thoughts, and I don't know what we're doing next time, but stay tuned, kids. I'm sure it'll be wild. All right, so send us or head. You want Lilith to answer embarrassing questions? Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com. Or
to be embarrassed, you have to have shame. I have no shame.
Oh, don't throw that gauntlet in my face that you can't be embarrassed. Oh, don't throw that in my face. All right, it's CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, your one-stop shop now for episodes, videos, merchandise, social
Blogs
media.
Eventually.
I'm working on it. I need a 30-hour day. Come on, little Hellfire. So yes.
Move to Venus, I guess.
Venus. So yes, please check out tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. Tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. It is in the show notes. All right, Lilith Hellfire. Where can people talk to you about classic TV and
Sentient tongues and
the entertainment you watch that will not be spoken? So,
if you've ever stumbled across a traumatic VHS and you deserve compensation, find me on TikTok at Lilith Hellfire 69. That's at Lilith Hellfire 69. Duh.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
Or your parents.
Here.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
I mean, it was just...
Yeah, I'm already born, so definitely not my business.
I mean, wait, was it just regular porn, or was it something involving your parents?
It's just regular porn.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute, why does this say Gunsmoke?
Whoa!
Oh, I get it now. Should have been Smoking Gun, but you know. Whatever.
Or Choking Gun. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, that's the danger.
That's right, kids. Come back next time and talk about more embarrassing childhood experiences. On this whole.
Labeled VHS.
Have you ever walked in on your parents? I have. Anyway, come back and relive traumatic childhoods with me and Lil. Find out why we are the way we are.
90s America.
But until then, rest in power, Richard Belzer, and can only go out one way.
You thought I was feeling you? You a munch.